with sticks. Classic. I see you, wokeness, sneaking into the minds of children and aging post-hipsters, trying to convince us that you're the answer to societal problems like deciding whose lives matter and how to say Dr. Seuss. And I'm not the only one who sees you for what you are. We have at least one other superhero in the fight to convert social issues into sweet, sweet cheddar, but first... Now, I have neither a pill problem, nor the desire to sell pills to people with low self-esteem, but I am white and desperately wish to be famous on the internet. Thus, it's fair to say that in at least 2 out of 3 ways, JP Sears and I are essentially colleagues. Double thus. I present this algorithmically practical rant. You're going to eat it up just like a delicious Wonder Bread sandwich, piled high with just gallons and gallons of silky, smooth mayonnaise. Ambrosia of the gods. According to the penultimate scholar on the issue, I'm in first place obviously, and dedicated pill salesman J.P. Sears, wokeness is when a white person acts as if they care about a social issue but don't really care about the social issue as much as they care about looking like they care about the social issue. I guess I could have just said wokeness is JP's term for hypocrisy, but that wouldn't have fed enough juicy meme beef into the YouTube intelligence grinder, so you can just fucking deal with it. Must feed all-seeing algorithm. From my analysis of Dr. Sears' work over the years, this is the first of his one-step method to lump everyone who claims to care about the impacts of racism, sexism, and yoga into a nice little bucket for his marketing uses, which we'll describe later in the program.
Wait.
You stammer through a mouthful of moist mayo sandwich.
But I really do care about those things. Does that mean I'm not, in fact, woke?
Oh, you silly fool. No. You see, we don't care about how you actually feel about yoga. That would literally ruin our narrative and establish a basis from which you could refute the other straw man arguments we've concocted to sell those opinions. And pills. No, we just want to use the idea of you maybe not caring about the issue at hand so we can establish a sense of credibility with our audience, thus better enabling ourselves to sell shit. For the savvy supplement salesman, it is essential for the audience to believe that there are but 2 kinds of people in America, hypocrites and smart, well-hung conservatives who need pills. So here's the grift. Gist. Conservatives have values. Hypocrites have what conservatives don't deem to be values. So really they have nothing, and therefore they're hypocrites. If you don't understand the logic here, it's probably because you're a hypocrite. Easy math, right?
Hang on.
You sputter, flecks of delicious calorie schmear flying hither and yon.
Conservatives complain about things like cancel culture, even though the entire concept of conservative theory is effectively a list of reasons someone should be canceled. Can't conservatives sometimes commit hypocrisy?
Whataboutisms are a way to derail a perfectly good narrative by bringing up an entirely different concept, thus failing to address the topic at hand. Plus, you're totally missing the point, you daggum hypocrite.
Then what I said wasn't a whataboutism, since it actually does address the topic at hand.
What about how you talked with your mouth full? Don't you value table manners?
But you're not addressing...
Shh. I'm saying JP Sears is a comedy genius who simply happens to sell supplements, life coaching, and other traditionally conservative merchandise really well by pretending he's not selling it at all. Psst. I feel like I was pretty clear about this, but let's just polish it up so it shimmers. When conservatives do it, it ain't hypocrisy. It's celebrating the first and foremost conservative value there is, capitalism. J.P. Sears doesn't just cynically pretend to care about the semantics of wokeness so that he can sell pills. Not at all. J.P. Sears truly pretends he despises the caricatures of the people he invents as a useful foil, at which he directs all the rage and buying power of his conservative audience. Incidentally, if you happen to also hate the strawman he's constructed, and you want some pills, dude's got pills.
You're not even trying to address how this isn't hypocrisy. You're just saying the same things over and over again, normalizing your new definition to win a debate nobody's having so you can sell stuff.
Conservatives are capitalists and therefore can't be hypocrites. Everything a capitalist does with a profit motive serves the spirit of capitalism, and thus reflects the values of conservatism.
You did it again.
And that brings us to today's sponsor, Chick-fil-A. Get in line. Wait a long time. Get a shitty sandwich. Own the libs. Get back in line, you fat piece of shit. We're not done with you yet. Get another shitty sandwich. Post about it on Facebook. Own the libs. Get back in line. Hit like. Subscribe. Get a shitty sandwich. Smash that bell. Get back in line. Chick-fil-A. We hate the gays. You've got to admit, bilking the rubes, find people who think magnesium is going to cure their COVID-19 stress eating problem by convincing them that the idiot libs don't have what it takes to eat magnesium is about the most American goddamn thing you've ever heard of. Yes, by inventing and then mocking a caricature of a common enemy to establish trust with a credulous audience, the life coaching certificate holder Sears has well and truly represented the pinnacle of capitalist spirit. And if you don't agree, you're clearly just too woke. You fucking hypocrite.
Internet gold right there. And I want to thank the sponsor of this video. Here's a scientific fact you might not know. The only thing more destructive than ridiculous woke culture is blue light. This is such a great script.